Welcome to this training session on identifying and confirming a research strategy. A well-designed research strategy is key to gathering relevant, reliable information that meets organizational objectives. In this session, we'll explore the steps required to identify research objectives, assess sources, and ensure your strategy aligns with your goals, followed by the process of collecting and storing research information according to best practices. Every research strategy begins with clearly defined objectives. These objectives should align with your organization's goals and be specific enough to guide your research efforts. For example, an organization looking to enter a new market might set an objective to identify market trends and consumer preferences. The key here is to ensure the research objectives are measurable, achievable, and relevant to the organization's overall strategy. Using frameworks like SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, can help you shape precise objectives, which will guide your research approach and focus. Once the objectives are clear, the next step is to identify potential sources for the research information. These sources can vary depending on the nature of your objectives. For example, you may consider academic journals for theoretical insights, government databases for statistical data, or industry reports for market analysis. It's important to diversify your sources to capture a comprehensive view of the topic. Remember to distinguish between primary sources, such as surveys and interviews, which offer first-hand information, and secondary sources, like articles or reports, which interpret data. Both can be useful depending on your research needs. Not all sources are created equal. Assessing the reliability of your sources is crucial to ensure the accuracy of your research. Ask questions like, is the author credible? Is the information current? Is the source relevant to your specific objectives? For instance, using outdated statistics from an unverified source could lead to flawed conclusions. When evaluating sources, aim for those that are peer-reviewed, published by reputable organizations, or cited widely in relevant literature. Reliable sources lead to reliable conclusions. After identifying objectives and assessing your sources, it's time to confirm that your research strategy is aligned with your goals. This means ensuring that the types of information you're collecting and the methods you're using to gather it directly support your research objectives. For example, if your goal is to understand consumer behavior, your strategy might include both quantitative data from surveys and qualitative data from interviews. Confirming your strategy before diving into the research process helps to ensure that you stay on track and gather the right information to meet your organization's needs. With a solid research strategy in place, the next step is to access and extract the relevant information. This process should be done in a format that suits your analysis and distribution needs. For example, if you're gathering statistical data, exporting it into a spreadsheet format makes it easier to analyze trends and patterns. If you're conducting interviews, transcriptions can be organized into qualitative analysis software. Once you've collected your research information, proper storage is crucial. This means storing your data according to security requirements and organizational policies. Sensitive information, such as confidential interview data or proprietary market research, must be stored securely, whether that's on encrypted digital systems or in password-protected files. Organizations often have specific policies around data retention, access, and security. Make sure you comply with these guidelines, as breaches of data security can lead to serious legal and financial consequences. It's also important to ensure that the research information you've collected is easily accessible for analysis and distribution. Storing data in an organized and searchable format can streamline future reporting and sharing of insights with stakeholders. This step is about balancing security with accessibility, making sure the right people can access the right data without compromising security. In conclusion, identifying and confirming a research strategy is a structured process that begins with setting clear objectives, assessing reliable sources, and confirming that your strategy aligns with those objectives. Once you've collected the data, secure storage ensures that the information remains safe and accessible for analysis. By following these steps, you'll be well positioned to produce valuable research that meets your organization's goals. Thank you for watching this video.